crushing it today. Man, I think maybe it's the potassium. I've been eating a lot of potassium lately. Something in the potassium just makes you stronger. This whole Popeye business, maybe there's something to it. Week 4, day 4, wrapping up the first month of this Kizen program. It's Saturday morning, I'm at the gym, and I'm wondering, why do I make these choices in my life that put me in these places? And I was up late last night actually still doing stuff where I got into bed at like 1 and it's like 7:30 now. So this workout might be a little bit rough. Whatever, I think I'm just gonna shoot for more or less what I did last week. And you know, I'm already hating myself coming in. I don't want to brutalize myself coming in Saturday morning. See, so this is what happens. I put a camera in my face. I can't even talk straight yet or put a thought together. Whew. Charisma. All right, let's get to it. At the very least, it's a nice empty gym today, so that's kind of handy when no one's getting in the way. Starting out here with some incline dumbbell press, and like I said before, I'm just gonna do what I did last week. I'm not gonna pump the weight. I was kind of going from the top to the bottom of the rep range with it, so I'll just stick somewhere in the middle this whole time. Finally just got the first upload up. That felt good to do. 1 month in, I finally had a video edited and ready to go. I'll try and keep a more consistent schedule as I get into the groove of these things, and as I just get better at editing, it'll go a lot quicker. I do it so infrequently right now that I'm always having to relearn stuff, and I'm always trying to like add little things in, and for every time I do that I have to, you know, spend time Googling it, looking it up, figuring out how to do it. A lot of times realizing that I suck at it and it doesn't work, and then have to, you know, not use that part. Today, I'm just gonna use 70s like I did last week. Last week I did in the rep range. it's like 6 to 8. I did 6 on 1, I think 7, then 8 and 8. This I'm gonna shoot for 7s, right in the middle. And then I finally got the first video up. Some really good feedback. I kind of knew this coming in. Like the first couple, I was pretty shy in front of the camera. I still am a little bit. Like it always feels weird just doing this. So I'm gonna start kind of explaining what I'm doing a bit better and a bit more. That way it's just not you know, random footage of some dude pumping weights. I fully intended to fill everyone in, but part of the issue with this program too is that it is a paid program, and just to respect the guys that made it, I didn't want to, you know, give so much detail that the whole program is just there. And I think either way I've done a pretty good job of not doing that. Even though, like, there's, to be honest and fair, there's really nothing groundbreaking about this program, so it's not like, you know, I'd be letting any massive secret out. But you know, it's just, for those guys that are trying to make income off of it, might as well not give their whole thing away. All right, so dumbbell incline press, set 1. Okay, no, I lied. I'm gonna shoot for 8s this time. That was pretty easy. I don't know what it is with these workouts. I think what it is my lower body doesn't respond well to volume, but my upper body does. And what I mean by that is, if I do lots and lots of sets, lots and lots of reps, for my lower body doesn't perform well on that, and never feels good. Maybe I am getting better at it, but like for upper body, it just seems like the more I do, the more I get better, whereas yeah, lower body is like the more I do, the more I get worn out. So I think in future training, I'm gonna have to keep that in mind more. I'm probably gonna go do 5-3-1 again after this. And that's kind of how I was doing it before. Like on my leg days, it would be super intense, and then I wouldn't do a ton of extra volume. But on my upper body days, I would be doing, you know, it would be super intense, and then I would do a bunch of volume. And both my bench and my deadlift did really well off of that. My squat though, not so much. My squat coming into like maybe like the last 8 months or so has really started to fall off in comparison. I'm kind of okay with that. Like it used to be, I don't know, you know, my squat was way higher than everything else naturally because it's lower body, but even more so than my deadlift. And now my deadlift has, you know, skyrocketed past where my squat was, and it keeps like climbing. Like before I jumped into this program, like I had a PR one week, and then the next week I had another 20-pound PR on that. I think I jumped from like 385, and I'd never done that before. I got a double or a triple on that, and then I was feeling so good that I did the next week. I went for a 405 and I got a double on it. I was like, man, I still felt like I had more in me, but again, I wanted to switch to a hypertrophy program. Yeah, so I don't know, it's just something, note to self. Yeah, I don't know, these are feeling way easier than last week. Like last week I had to get super sort of pumped and into it, and they still weren't that crazy, but this time I'm like, oh man, I could be going for way more reps. So that's a good sign, I guess. So I've already done 4 sets. This 5th set will be 1 more set than last week, and I've kept it at the top of the rep range the whole time. And you know, getting progress there. Besides, like just the lower body days are crushing me. All right, so this is the championship round. Let's do this. Baby, killed it. Yeah, so that was really good. And one thing I wanted to point out, there's some people, so check this out. If you are too weak to return your weights, please contact the fitness staff and the girls will be happy to assist you. And then, boom. So I'm the first guy this morning. People just leave their junk out, like, wow, you're doing, you know, 150 pounds on the trap bar deadlift. Nobody cares, put your stuff away. Now we're on to overhead press. This will be just slightly under 75% of my max. Less sets than last week, because it's a slightly greater weight. There's no rep range on this one, it's just hit the solid 5. I'm feeling good, I think it should be no problem. First I gotta warm up a little bit with the bar. I always like to warm up with, before I start something, even if it's a little deep, getting the bar, like just to get the movement familiar again before putting weight on it, helps me mentally prepare. Like I don't rest a lot between these type of warm-up sets. It also makes the top weight feel lighter once you've worked up, instead of just jumping into it and being like, Oh God, yeah, this is how much this weighs. Kind of ease into it. Okay, so the first set felt a bit heavy, but I still think I'm okay with these. I think I got them. All right, here we go. This is oh, I got company. Anyways, this is set 2. No, set 2 is easier than set 1. Set 3 is gonna be a breeze. Crushing it today. Man, I think maybe it's the potassium. I've been eating a lot of potassium lately. Potassium. Lots of spinach and avocado. I actually had an avocado before I came here. Some coconut water. Something in the potassium just makes you stronger. This whole Popeye business, maybe there's something to it. Alright. Now I think it's pretty sure it's tricep extensions, which is like, no one likes those. Yeah, for sure it is. I'm gonna start with the same weight I did last week, which is 20 pounds. Then I'm gonna hit max reps, and then if it's feeling good, I'm going to up at 5 pounds, punish it a bit. Excuse me, there's also another full added set on this, but I'm in the zone today. It doesn't even matter. So bicep curls, I'm gonna do 50 on this one. This is kind of what I've been doing for the past little while, but I'm gonna feel it out. I don't know if I'll even be able to hit the top of the rep range. I'll maybe get close, but keep the pump going. Check out this hair though. This guy just wants to be free. I can't get it to settle over every time. Just you do you, little buddy. These are supposed to leave some in the tank, and I think I had a couple extra, but I stopped at the bottom of the rep range because it was starting to get heavy, but that's okay. Okay, that wasn't too bad at all. Oh yeah, so believe me, I have been tracking all of my food intake, and like this workout I burned, I don't know if that's gonna focus, 428 calories. Right now I'm eating about 2,470 a day. Let's keep going down. Interesting thing is my weight was going down. It was at like 198 and then 197 for a day. And I was like, oh great, this is going really well. And it was back to 200 again. I don't know how that works. I imagine it's just like water retention or something like that. Maybe again, it's just me saying this, but I'm noticing like some slight improvements in my body. So it is, I mean, I feel positive about that, but I was like, I didn't even really care about the scale so much before, but just, you know, tracking it with this, and then to have it be like, oh, going down, yeah, I'm making progress, and then it goes up again. I'm like, how does that even happen. I guess like it's like a 2.5 pound fluctuation from where I was, which is nothing crazy. I'll keep at it, and again, next week adds another additional cardio session. Like it was 2 days, now it's gonna be 3 days a week with more volume and everything else. And so, I mean, I'm sure it'll start to all catch up and the scale weight will fall off. That being that, I'll see you up for this jog. All right, here we go. Now to get into the cardio. It's actually like perfect weather for a run. It's too bad cardio sucks. All right, check this out. It's actually like super peaceful out here. Yeah, birds chirping and all of that. It's all right. Okay, so that wraps up my workout for the day and the first month of this Kizen program. It's been going well. I haven't had like, you know, like crazy body transformations. That's kind of garbage anyway. This stuff takes time, and you know, for me it's no different. It's taking time. The idea of this program has been a fun experience because it is more hypertrophy and volume focused. So it's been a new challenge, and it's been a good challenge. I think one I'm up to and one that I can keep going on. I'm feeling the calorie decreases are not bad. They're manageable, but I definitely have to plan throughout the day what I'm going to be eating, because otherwise I'm just hungry like all the time anyways. I could eat my whole, you know, daily calories in one sitting if I wasn't paying attention. That's one thing I'm getting just more cognizant of, and keep my macros in a sensible range of you know, what I'm eating in my meals, just to keep a good balance of my proteins, fats, and carbs. It hasn't really been a stretch yet. Some of my days I've just eaten around 2,300 just because that's the way it worked out. My suggested intake being 2,400 right now, and then it'll slowly dip. It'll be okay. I mean, we'll see how my body handles that once these workouts get more volume. I think I've got the weights licked. It doesn't get any heavier than what I've done up to this point, but it does just get more volume. The only real problem I've had is those leg days. Those are killer. And then, you know, I actually feel like I'm progressing on the upper body days, so that's a good thing, and that's what I was hoping, because give your body a new challenge and hopefully it adapts in new ways. That's that for this workout. Thanks for checking out the first month, and hopefully I'll catch up on the videos so it won't be the second month by the time you're seeing this one. All right, take care. Deuces.